Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto, and yesterday I did this video called Is There a Bigger Bitcoin Dump to Come? Is Quadzilla correct? And what I was looking at was this kind of area here in the chart. And what I was expecting was the price to come down to this area here. This is what I actually said. But to be honest, with that kind of structure there, I think we need some sort of, big liquidation and then back up before the price can reverse properly. So do look out for that kind of thing. And if you see that, you'll probably see another green background on the 4-hour time frame on Quadzilla. Okay, let's have a look at what actually did happen. So this was the kind of area I was looking at, and indeed that's exactly where we came down. I also said that Quadzilla would probably go green on the 4-hour time frame, and oh look, Quadzilla went green on the 4-hour time frame. I tell you what, if you're not subscribed to this channel, I think you should do it right now. And you should also check that you've got the little bell thing set to all so you get notifications of this stuff, because some of these things I've been saying recently have been pretty damn good actually. Now, although it pretty much did it exactly as predicted, it didn't quite do the sort of nuke I was expecting. I was expecting a bit more of a severe pullback, so I don't think we're out of the woods yet, to be honest. And now I'm just eyeing up this area here, and I think that probably we do actually need to come back down to this level here. So maybe if we turn off Quadzilla for the moment and go to the daily chart or even the weekly, then I think we're probably looking at that kind of area there for the full-on nuke. But for the moment, it does look like we are going up a little bit. Let's just go back to, say, the 5-minute time frame. And let's put Quadzilla back on. So you can see on the 5-minute that these EMAs are pretty much in the order green, yellow, cyan, red almost on the 5-minute time frame. 12-minute time frame, they're just crossing here. So that's fairly bullish. But on, for example, the 1-hour time frame, the trend is clearly still to the downside. Yeah, tricky today. Now, one thing that our Quadzilla indicator does rather well is it draws these retracement lines here. So, for example, when the price is falling down here, this retracement line appears, and it generally implies that the price will go back to that point. And it did exactly that there. Now, this is a red bearish retracement line. So what happens is the price goes back there, and then generally you start to see it fall again, which is exactly what happened there. And you also get things like this green one here, which is the opposite one. So obviously on the way up here, the price was going up, the green retracement line appears, so it's going to go up for a while, but it's going to come back to that level. Now generally you'd see a bit of a bounce after that, which you saw a little bounce, and then the trend got the better of it because the green crossed over the yellow and the price came down. But you can see here, this retracement level here, this was pretty excellent. So if we get another retracement from this line that appeared yesterday afternoon, what we'd see is the price come back to 115,250. Now this is on the 12-minute time frame, but if we go to a much higher time frame, so say for example the 4-hour time frame, you can see here that this doesn't happen that often. And in fact what we had was this one here where it retraced, and then currently we've got one here which implies that the price could go back up there. Now over in our free Telegram group, Math the Coder did note something that's quite spooky. Last night Math the Coder put out this post here in the Telegram group saying this could well be numeric superstition, but on the 4-hour, the first bearish retracement level took 6.5 days to retrace, during which time it dropped 4.2%. So far, the second retracement level looks oddly similar. If it plays out the same, 6.5 days would take us into Saturday, and the 4.2% drop has basically already just been hit. So let's take a closer look at this. Well, there certainly are similarities in the way that, price came down. Red level appears, we go down here, then we get a green background on the 4 hour. Okay, so we've come down here, red retracement there. We've come down here, green retracement on the 4 hour. Now the 4.2% that Math was talking about is that amount there. Now this time it actually came down about 4.8%, so a little bit more. But that's obviously because the actual level's more important rather than the percentage of retracement. So if that was to go on for 6.5 days, indeed that would go to Saturday afternoon. So could that indeed be what happens? Well, that's going to be interesting to find out, isn't it? Now, of course, if it did do that, you've got a classic double bottom here. That is actually a very bullish sign. So maybe if we don't get the nuke, that's what we'll do. Okay, so what normally happens is as I make these videos, something interesting happens, and it's been pretty good actually. So on the 12-minute time frame, which is one of my favourite small time frames, what happened there, we got this retracement level here. The price went up and it came back down to the retracement level, of course, because the indicator is brilliant. And because it was a green retracement level, that implies that the price will probably go up afterwards. And indeed, that is what's happening right now. So that's actually looking quite good. Now, the thing I do now is I tend to look for this kind of cross of the green and yellow EMAs on higher time frames. So for example, I'm on the 12-minute now, so I'd probably go and look at maybe the 15-minute, but that's probably going to be the same. Well, actually the 15-minute is just about to cross, so you know, I'd want to see a decent cross there and the price going up even further. You will notice that Quadzilla puts in this green shading here when the angle of the green and yellow is, you know, pretty strong, implying that it's pretty likely that these EMAs are going to cross and therefore the price is going to go up. I appreciate there is quite a few little bits to this indicator here, Quadzilla, but once you've got your head around it, it is absolutely amazing, and you can get it for free just by going to savewith.crypto.org/QZ. And I'll show you what happens when you go there. So savewith.crypto.org/QZ takes you to this form here, which is the request free access to Quadzilla form. Okay, so what it says here is that you'll need TradingView. If you haven't got TradingView already, use this link here. It gets you the free version, but if you want to upgrade it later on, it will save you $15, so it's worth using that. And then what you need to do is to sign up to one of these exchanges: Bitunix, Blofin, BitGet, Bybit or Phemex. And pretty much everyone can use Bitunix. If you live in Singapore, then use Phemex. Other countries you can use Blofin, BitGet and Bybit, but most countries are served by Bitunix, so that is probably the easiest option. And then once you've got that, you can come to the second part of the form, and then all you need to do is get your UID. That's like your unique ID. It's always in the profile section of whatever exchange you sign up for. So you can either put that there from your Bitunix ID, your Blofin ID, BitGet, Bybit or Phemex. And then we need to know your TradingView name so that we can give you permission to use the indicator for free. So you'll need to put that there. For example, mine is Save with Crypto. And it's really cool if you can provide your Telegram ID. And if you're on X as well, please provide that as well. And if you'd like to send a little message, we like it when you do, just say something there. And that's all you have to do to get Quadzilla, this amazing indicator. Now, once you've filled in the form, we receive the form and then I will have to go in and manually add you to the indicator. Now, if I'm near a computer, I can do that really quickly. If I'm not, or if I'm asleep, it might take up to, 8 hours, say. But generally, it will get done that day. I promise that. So if you like the sound of that, please do give this video a great big fat like. Make sure you are subscribed and you've got the notifications set on all. I'm going to be on the Stonksy Indicator live stream today at 1 o'clock UK time. And also I'll be doing a live stream on this channel at 4:30 UK time this afternoon with Math, the coder of Quadzilla. So if you've got any questions to ask, you can always come along to the live stream then and ask there. I will be giving details of that in the Telegram group and on X as well. So if you need links for any of that, it's all in the description down below. So any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Make sure you are subscribed. And above all, tell your friends. Oh, and get Quadzilla.
Save with Crypto has to be one of the best YouTube channels that the United States has ever seen. Kamala Harris is not a subscriber, but I am. I have notifications set to all as well. I'd strongly suggest you subscribe to Save with Crypto today. Above all, you should tell your friends.
Save with Crypto is not a financial advisor. He just makes ice cream on the internet. If you cannot find someone to do your own research, you must do it yourself, just like I did not.